I'm a little bit busier now with TNT, but I love to stay busy, and that TNT side is my one episode a week that got taken away, replacement.
And that's like, has that been a struggle? Like, you got to be a little more buttoned up. You even said buttoned up, right? Is that what you said the other day? It sounded like you said fucked up, and you said buttoned up.
Yeah, I said that on air.
So Chief posted something. I think you said like button up or something like that, and he thought you said fuck him or whatever it was.
Oh, did I?
And I was like, did Biz already say fuck on the air?
Yeah,
but I mean, you gotta remember you're not in chicklets mode, right?
The one good thing about TNT is they really embrace that rawness of what real life is, and it's not scripted. It's not like
that's why
polished.
Watch,
and that's why
it's gonna work.
That's why Inside the NBA popped off the way it did. They allow the guys to be themselves.
Are there the hocky haters being like, I can't believe this is on the air?
No, there was a pretty positive response,
good,
but I just
good.
I think that if you don't like that type of media, then you don't like that type of media. If you like
what was had you had any interaction with Gretzky before this?
A little bit, yeah.
So were you like, are you still like starstruck by him, or are you just like?
I wouldn't say starstruck. I've actually got to know like who the person is and the personality.
He's pretty like. I haven't seen. I'm not a hockey guy, but I feel like he hasn't been in the spotlight. I mean, he owned he coached or owned for a little while, but I feel like he's not. Until now, he hasn't been like really out there as much.
Yeah, and I can only imagine the burden you have on you being one of the greatest athletes of all time, especially the greatest in hockey, and everywhere you go. Like so after our TNT gig, we ended up going to share a beer at this like local pub that Charles told us to go over at, and it was 3 a.m. when we left there. In Atlanta.
Okay.
We left.
Right. TNT Studios are in Atlanta.
Sorry.
Right,
I should have made that clear. So we go to this pub, and there was like 4 seekers outside waiting for him at 3 a.m. to sign stuff, and it's just like it never
everywhere he goes.
And I can understand why someone in that position would not want that type of attention, but he has stepped in. He's not only incredible at it already, but he is such a great guy behind the scenes. He's so normal. His ability to remember all these stories throughout all the years and tell them the way that he does. Maybe he shares ones off camera that he hasn't shared on camera, but I think that hopefully we eventually get him to open up to tell some of these. It's wild, and I every time we're just sitting there having a drink or talking, you find yourself just marveling at it.
Will Wayne Gretzky be on Chicklets?
So I just want to I'll ask him when maybe after about 3-4 months.
Yeah.
I don't want to ask him
push
for a
it,
favor.
but man.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Talk about some downloads, man.
That would be fun.
You get one of those stories on there? Oh,
yeah, I'd love to have a conversation with him on Chicklets. And I'm sure it would probably go the exact same way it does every time we have a conversation off camera.
You think? I mean, even someone like that, though, like, is he in the locker room talking about his wrench and talking about, like, the house of no return with the guys in Edmonton and shit? Or
he's got, is
he such a different level?
There's this innocence about the what he jokes around with and the funny stories. It was more of a prank era, and I'm sure there are some wild stories. Like, I haven't heard the wild ones yet, but just anytime he opens his mouth and even just tells a hockey side story about a guy on the ice or this or that, you just find yourself marveling because he had access to not only the ones he experienced, but also sharing beers with other legends who experienced them as well.
What do you think is next for you personally? Because I think you've alluded to it a couple times, but I feel like there's been a lot of personal growth as far as like the type of guy you are, partying and settling down.
Trying to figure it out.
You say that like it's like you're shedding this. I don't know. I mean, it's not.
No.
Not you were a bad guy or something.
I just meant in a sense of like fucking,
just finding your way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Growing up,
it's not easy, dude.
I don't have kids yet. Like, that's a question I ask myself constantly. Like, am I ever gonna do this? Like, those types of growing up things.
I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can do it without doing like trial by fire. But like the problems that I ran into, I don't know if I wasn't ready for it. But I don't know if there's a way you can prepare for it without just doing it, But like the guy I am now versus the guy I am when I first got married and started, I probably would have been able to handle it a lot better. But I also don't think I ever would have learned how to without doing it.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you?
It's funny. I've been harping on that the entire interview. And then when it comes to kids, it's just like there's a lot of overthinking going on. Right?
Tons of it, man.
We'll see, but that's one where it's not. You can't just you can't get rid of them after you have them, right?
Nope, there's you can't return them.